Oh god. Upper State Street. Insane difficulty. This is probably the hardest. Yeah, this is top 3 most difficult. Probably top 2 most difficult levels in this entire game. This is really tough. So the first part of this, so there's 2 distinct halves to this. The first part of this, keep reloading the level until you until you see the boomers at the very beginning of this, because you do not want to end this level not having 3 stars, and that happened to me the first time, which pissed me off immensely. And so if the boomers come for this first section, that means that there's gonna be a whole bunch of those Cantus guards with the cleavers, which are insanely easy to get chainsaw executions against, and really and get a whole bunch of badges for executions and badges for or ribbons for 3 chainsaw executions in a row, and then really boost your star rating like early on. So anyway, try to save your grenades if you can for the second half of this. Just do as many executions as you can. I think I got pretty close to 2 stars before finishing this first half, but the second half is really where the difficulty is. Now fortunately there's a checkpoint between the 2 halves, so it's not like ridiculously difficult to get through this whole level. But still, the second part of this is really fucking challenging, especially with the Declassify challenge. So yeah, just keep executing them. If you can. If it's a fucking boomer, you obviously can't execute them. Oh, and you might have noticed at the very beginning, I used 1 grenade just to take out a whole bunch of dudes in a row. And try to get a little multi-grenade kill thing. So now what you need to do, try to find a boomer, or a boom shot if you can. There's a Onyx ammo case at the very back of this area, and a boom shot ammo right there. So, you know, get that Onyx ammo case if you need it. Yeah, there you go. I pointed it out. So this next part, I kind of cheesed it a little bit. So grab one of the tripwire crossbows that you didn't use for that first ambush. Do not leave this street area yet, and look where I'm aiming, and fire all 4 of the tripwire crossbows like right along that wall. Don't go too far forward, or else you'll get the checkpoint, which you don't want to do yet. You want to use your tripwires before getting the checkpoint, because there's kind of a weird glitch when you fire like 8 tripwire crossbows, so you don't necessarily, or like it's kind of a pain in the ass to set all this up. So this is just kind of a time-saving thing. And I'll go back, grab that second tripwire crossbow. The tripwire, it's a what do you call it? Like a heavy weapon, so it kind of overrides your other 2 weapons. It doesn't replace your other 2 weapons. Now I didn't pick up that ink grenade because there's actually some frag grenades that I'm going to pick up. Now what I should have done, looking back on this, I should have grabbed those ink grenades and set them as grenade traps down on the street before going up and getting the checkpoint. So do that if you're really struggling with this part. There's some grenades to the left behind that gray van that I forgot to pick up, but I'll pick them up in a second. Do not get too close to that door straight ahead, because that's what activates the next wave. So now you have a minute or so to set up the rest of your tripwire crossbows and the turrets that are around there, and like move the 1 shot to the area that you need to do it. So the Declassified challenge for this is that there is heavy locust and rager offensive. So that means you're gonna have a whole bunch of rager assholes running at you while there's a whole bunch of other dudes coming up. So, oh, in addition to this, this is a protection mission where you have to protect the bot from dying. Oh god, this one took me a long fucking time to get. So as you can see now, I got the Bushka, which is a pretty good explosive weapon, and I got the boom shot. You're like, there's so many heavy fighters here, it's just ridiculous. There's going to be 2 emergence holes that are going to pop up The first one you can kill basically before anybody comes out. And I'll show you how to do that here in a second. So when you walk up close to this door, that you hear that ding, that is what activates it. And if, like, look right where I'm aiming right now, right at the front of that red car. As soon as you see the ground start to crumble, fire your first Bushka shot right there, and you'll prevent at least 3 Ragers from running at you. So you see it rumble right there. Now just shoot it, and before the ground even like really cracks, like the ground is a hole as soon as the animation begins, so you can destroy it really quick. So now, just start using that one shot as much as you can. Just start killing everything that you see. Basically you need to be firing it as much as possible. Just keep firing it until you run out of ammo for it. You need to rely on your teammates for a little bit here to get your back. You need to rely on that turret to distract them. You need to rely on all of those. Okay, so you saw the second emergence hole way in the back. Focus on those boom shield dudes, because those are actually, even with all the Ragers running at you, those are some of the harder dudes to kill. So yeah, just this one requires a little bit of luck. So yeah, just keep firing as quickly as you can. After you use it all, now you need to start getting a little bit lucky. Or this whole time you need to get lucky. Keep repairing that turret when you can. That's usually a good distraction for the Ragers. Just keep running away from the Ragers. Like, they kill you in one shot. It's ridiculous. This is a pretty good spot right here when you have only the boom shot and the Bushka left. There's also, so near where that Bushka was at the very beginning of this, there's an Onyx ammo cache. So after you use all of your explosive stuff, you can go down there and get a little bit more ammo. Now, you gotta pay, in addition to like struggling to survive through this whole thing, you gotta pay attention to the health of your of that bot, because it dies insanely quick because of how much damage the Ragers put out. Just insane amounts of damage. And yeah, that one's gonna take you quite a few tries to get. Good luck.
Earlier in the day, Old Town seemed deserted, even though it hadn't been properly evac'd. Where did everyone there go? Now we knew. The rooftops. They thought they'd be safe. They thought wrong.